Game 2 is going to be on Tal'darim Altar.
Wow, that's an interesting choice from EGiNcontroL, but you know what? Considering how much he loves early expanding, this is the perfect map for it. EGiNcontroL really loves that Blinkstalker DT composition. And we may very well see it here in Game 2. It's time for Game 2 between the two top players from Evil Geniuses. No, let me re-enable music. This isn't the Day 9 Daily. I don't want to do that here. And oh my God, the heart gets mauled. It's actually an angry face making a kissy motion.
No, it's a scissors. He's cutting up the good luck.
Oh my God, S2. This is a language I don't know, DJ Wheat.
I can't follow either.
Either way, in the bottom left corner, we have the man down 0-1, one of the most popular members of the StarCraft community. It is Evil Geniuses EGiNcontroL. And in the top left corner, the Zerg who everyone has their eyes on at every tournament to do well. Will he be able to take it here in Anaheim? It's Evil Geniuses EGiDRA.
So game number 1, we saw some very intelligent counterattacks from EGiDRA. We saw EGiNcontroL kind of respond in an interesting manner that allowed him to try to take that third. Wasn't able to defend it, but liked the path that he was deciding to go. Tal'darim Altar, the matchup here, completely expect EGiDRA to try to go for some sort of fast expand. However, this is one of those maps where the probe can, of course, stop you from doing that. And in this particular map, you've got the rocks. So not really a safe place to take a third like he did in that last map.
That is absolutely true. If you get your natural expansion blocked, such as Exhibit A moving its way over here right now, this can be very obnoxious on Tal'darim Altar because where really do you go? As a Zerg, you essentially have to just wait around, and EGiDRA is not really very well known for having patience in the early game. So we see EGiNcontroL now patrolling back and forth quite a bit, and there's going to be no opportunity to take an early second hatch.
He does send down the 2 drones, and it will be delayed no matter what in this situation. He doesn't even have the 300 to drop down there. So the pylon will go down, and the probe will make its way in, try to check out what is going on. What, sir?
Now, EGiNcontroL might be going for an early expand, but we don't generally see him get this forge this quickly. If he did some sort of goofy cheese where he walls off the front with cannons, I would not be surprised. Let's see if the probe goes for it. No, it's going to be a Nexus.
Yeah, it is. It had the money to make the decision to do it, but throws down the Nexus. Should be able to go ahead and make something here to defend with no problem. We have 4 Zerglings on the way, and just now the Extractor being thrown down for EGiDRA. Not going to let himself go gasless for that long. Zerglings come out, and he'll go ahead and get this hatchery down very quickly.
And we're seeing now that EGiDRA is over 300 minerals. This is the waiting that you have to do in the opening. So there the hatch finally goes down. Gas just now started. The Queen pops. Look at that great timing. We see right as the Queen finishes, immediately has 150 to build. Queen number 2. And EGiNcontroL is just completing his wall off with that gateway and upcoming core.
The Overlord, too, I was going to speak too soon. I thought he was going to move further down, just get in position. There's a lot of nice cliffs that you can stand on here, and unless your opponent has vision, you can go ahead and hold on to it. But he's going to float that Overlord into the main and check. He's going to be able to see both of the gases go down here as he moves forward. Additionally, at the front, we have the gateway going down, and the natural hatch still only halfway done for EGiDRA, so just continuing to drone up as much as he can. Continuing to go with gas, and I assume we'll see speed come out here very shortly.
EGiDRA very meticulous in positioning his overlords. We can see from his vision point of view that he sees everything, and that is the exact opposite in camp EGiNcontroL. Needs to get this wall off up. Doesn't really know what's coming, but these two players are teammates, and I don't think we've talked about that enough, that there is more than ample opportunity for these players to try to one-up each other from having practiced with one another so much.
Yeah, there's certainly the element of do you know exactly what is going on, and we are going to have a pylon, complete that right there, as probes will happily be mining away at the natural. So the front of his wall looks pretty good right now, and I see you following that rally point. What do you...
Well, EGiNcontrol's probe has just begun a game of Oregon Trail on Tal'darim Altar. Is going to begin making its way all the way up to this far north position where no doubt a proxy pylon shall fall. Cybernetics Core finishing now, and wow, EGiNcontroL going for the Stargate opening. Not something we see him do very often.
I like the position, too. It's pretty unique, as we've got the Zerglings just outside. They're not going to be able to poke up and actually see this. He does have an Overlord back here behind the natural, but you'll see that it is just not close enough to see that there. All he's got to do is move over a smidgen It's an actual unit of measurement, and he would be able to see it.
How much is a smidgen, Wheat?
Just enough for that Overlord to move over and see that Stargate right there.
Is that what it is in the metric system?
Pretty much.
Great. We do see the probe, for all its long journeying, waltzes directly by this one Zergling. So though it might get up to the north position, ooh, it looks like it will be able to plant a pylon, but these Zerglings, gosh, IdrA is so sharp at watching the minimap, and he is going to find that probe, but will he find the pylon?
I'm going to say yes.
We'll
see here. He's going to kill the probe and then run cold, really cold. You're really cold now.
Colder.
Yeah, maybe not.
Too bad you didn't give me time to take the other side of that bet, Marcus.
Yeah.
How rude of you.
It was strategy.
There are the extra Void Rays now popping out. EGiNcontroL queuing up 2. We've seen players traditionally go 1 Void Ray and then straight for Phoenix. But lately we've been seeing players wait for a little while. Oh, my God, he's building a Nidus network.
And an interesting position with the Hydra Den, and I really, really like this. The question is where's he going to do it from? We have the Overlord behind the natural, and a gateway just went down in another gateway. I'm not sure that he can actually keep that from EGiNcontrol's vision right now.
Looks like he is spotted from all angles, but keep in mind, even throwing down the Nidus network at the front is brutal to deal with. Those Phoenixes are extremely good against the Hydralisk, but I don't even know if EGiNcontrol has enough units. Now we see IdrA stepping forward. IdrA does not want to play a long-term game here. He's in position. He's now building up the Hydralisk. We hear the charge up on the Void Ray. These Void Rays can pick off all the Overlords. Will be in good shape, and here's the Nidus network going down at the front of EGiNcontrol's base.
All right, so that was the other option. I wouldn't be surprised to see a potential another one get hit or get thrown down as well, but there it pops. A lot of Hydras are going to come back if the Void Ray does decide to come back, and remember, he can always retreat with the Hydras as well, but they'll stay out of range of the cannon. This is not good.
Looks like target firing the Cybernetics core. Brilliant decision by IdrA. That means that no Stalkers can pop out after that point in time. EGiNcontrol's going to need a lot more Phoenixes if he wants to hope to stay alive. But look at how quickly that Cybernetics core falls. And it is down. It is only Zealots from here on out. EGiNcontrol scrambling to build a second Cybernetics core.
The second Nidus is up in the back.
It's getting very close to being finished. It's down, and there it pops up. Hydrals immediately unload. EGiNcontrol not reacting in time, and the probes. And a queen in the main to add creep tumors. And now we see more units warping in. Does EGiNcontrol have enough? He has a reasonable amount of gateway units, but the Ling Hydralisk force might be a little bit too much. The classic bust-in play may very well give IdrA a quick 2-0 win.
Yeah, super devastating. The pylon goes down, powering the 3 gates. One of the gates goes down. No amount of force fields can save EGiNcontrol at this point. An enormous amount of Hydras. Even more units come out, and GG!
It's a quick 2-0 with an uncharacteristic Nidus Worm play by IdrA. One of the plays that Losira used against MC in the last MLG. Very difficult for Protoss opening Void Rays to hold off.
Solid. The front, it's a scary moment. Took out the side core. That's kind of got to be a face palm. And then only having Zealots and Sentries to defend at that point. What few Sentries he had, the force fields couldn't do anything. Well played.
Very nicely played by IdrA, who did start off a little bit rocky against Slayer's Boxer, losing that first game. Now he's able to put another win on the table. Other news from that group, Boxer did go 2-1 versus Liquid Chef. So very good showing by Chef, able to take a game off Boxer in that series. But Boxer looking very strong in Terran versus Zerg.
He is looking pretty strong, I won't lie. I'm still, I haven't seen the games that he had versus Chef, and I did see the final game where the GG was pronounced, and I saw a lot of tanks, so I did not at least see a quick 2-0 with the Hellion build that's sort of been tearing things up right now. So congratulations to IdrA, who unfortunately defeats his teammate EG.IdrA1 2-0. But an EG member did win. Sir Scoots is happy. And this is still the championship pool, so, just makes it that much harder for Jeff and a little bit easier for Greg.
Important to note, again, in these championship pools, it is not an elimination round. Instead, these players will be ranked, and the higher they're ranked, the farther they start off in the final championship bracket. The lower they start off, the longer they'll have to battle through to that finals. Whatever you do, don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this with an interview with our winner, IdrA. I'm Day9.
And I'm DJ Wheat. We'll see you in just a moment.